Good day, I hope you're doing well today. Today, what I wanted us to talk about is basically the bill of material, also known as the bill of quantities. So if you're running a business, it doesn't matter what sort of business you're running. It could be a restaurant, a bar, it could be a brick making business or a construction business. In a way, you might meet a need basically to configure a bill of material. Fortunately, Prys accounting makes life easier for you to configure a bill of material. So basically a bill of material, I'll make a quick example. A restaurant sells burgers. So in that burger, remember, they don't buy burgers. They will buy a bun, they'll buy a patty, they buy lettuce, they buy tomatoes, they buy eggs, etc. So let's call it maybe a Big Mac. So to make a Big Mac, you'll need a beef patty, a bun, you'll need, let's say, lettuce, cheese, etc. So now, as the owner or the manager of that business, you need to configure such a way that each time a Big Mac is sold, you need to pull stock of one bun, one patty, one cheese, quarter of a tomato, etc. So we achieve this by configuring a bill of material or a bill of quantities through the Prys accounting software. And by configuring the bill of quantities or bill of material, you're helping your business basically grow faster because you're managing all your stock from all angles. So you can be sure, are you short of cheese or are you short of patties? Do you need to order more patties? Which patties are you selling the most, etc.? And you can only achieve these kind of reports if you've got the BOM setup. Okay, let's dig into the BOM setup now. So we're looking at, let's say I'm making one cheeseburger. So my formula is for one cheeseburger. But you'll find out that in some cases, in some restaurants or in some butcheries, because you could also use this for making sausages, for example. So if I say maybe we're making, our formula is for 10 cheeseburgers, for example, then I'll put in 10. If our formula is for 20 cheeseburgers, I'll put in 20. But my formula is for one. Okay? Then the next line is the BOM type. This is very important. The BOM type, we've got manufacture this product. If I said to manufacture this product, it would mean I make these cheeseburgers before people come in to buy them. So which means at some point, I will have a certain number of stock items for these cheeseburgers. So I'll have maybe 20 cheeseburgers on display, and then someone can come buy in. So that way I can control stock of the cheeseburgers and the raw materials. This will work especially in a, let's say in a butchery. In a butcher shop, you'll find out that they manufacture sausages. So that will mean that sausage, that maybe tomato sausage, gets made in the morning or in the afternoon. Then they make 50 kilograms of that sausage, and all the stock that we're selling now will need to be pulled out of that sausage, of that 50 kgs. And at the end of the day, I can count stock of that sausage and also count stock of the raw materials. But we'll make that example in a minute. So let's choose here, ship this product as a set or a component. If I choose this option here, it basically means that I'm not keeping stock of the Big Macs. I'm making them as people come in. So you drive through the restaurant, you order a cheeseburger, it will be made while you wait. So we're shipping this as a component because the stock items that we're using here. Okay, let's go on here. So we ship this as a component. So now the next step is to add the components of that cheeseburger. So let's say we need a roll. So I don't have a roll. So I'll create a new product, which is a roll. So a roll. And we don't sell rolls in our shop, so can't be sold is out. So there is no need for a selling price. Maybe I could put in a cost price and say it's R2 a roll. And then I need one roll to make one big cheese mac. And then we say beef patty. Okay, I do have beef patties on my system and I need 2 of them. And then I'll say lettuce. I don't have a lettuce on the system, so I'm going to go ahead and create a lettuce. So our lettuce, we don't sell it either, so can be sold, is unticked. Cost price, maybe it cost me 59 Rand a kilogram. So my lettuce, I'm stocking them in kilograms. How much lettuce do I need in a baker? I'll say maybe 10 grams. So that will be 0.01 kilogram. Then the next thing I need here is a tomato. Okay, tomatoes per kilogram. I also need, okay, the first one is actually 0.1. Sorry, so 0.01. So a tomato, let's say 0.05 of a kilo. Okay. I think that's all I need for my baker. Then I save this bill of material. And we're done, basically. So each time I sell 1 cheeseburger, the stock that will be pulled out of the raw materials now, all the stock basically will be pulled from the raw materials as per that fraction that we calculated. Now, I'm going to do maybe a different item. Let's call it maybe a brick. So we are a construction company, we make bricks. So let's call it a brick M8. And we sell our M8 for 12 Rand. There is no barcode for my bricks, so I go there. Okay, that's our bricks. Then we save. Now, remember, the brick is different. We make our bricks once a month, and then we keep all the stock of the bricks. So we only make them once a month. And we might make maybe 1,000 or 10,000 bricks. It doesn't matter. So now what we'll do here on the bricks, we're going to create our brick. We've created the brick. We're creating a bill of material for it. Now, my formula is different on the bricks. My formula is for every 100 bricks. Okay. The variant is still empty. The reference still empty. The BOM type. Remember the first time we shipped as a component because we made them on the go. Now we keep stock of these items. So we make them once a month, and then after we've made the bricks, we just sell all those bricks that we've made. So we need to calculate the stock for the bricks that are in our storage. Okay, so we manufacture this product. Now, let's look at what we need. So we need cement, 95N. Not too familiar with that cement terminology, but I think we should be right. Okay, now, here's another thing. In our hardware store, we do sell cement as well. So can be sold, I'm leaving it on. So I'll set the selling price and say we're selling them at 95 Rand a kilo. And then hardware. Then the barcode, just something random. Don't want to take too much of your time today. Okay, we buy them at 56 Rand. That is our cost price. Okay, how many bags of cement do I need for 100 bricks? Let's say I need 1 bag. 1. And then okay, our next product that we need here, we've got the cement, 95N. Then our next product we need is sabunga. I'll say maybe we need, for these bricks, we might need maybe, let's say 10 kilos. Okay, so we said Sapunga, we need how many kilos? Let's say we need 10 kilos of that. So create an edit. We're creating because we've never had this on the system, so it's a new product. Let's say we need 50 kilos. So that would be 0.05 of a ton. Okay. So that is all we need. Then I save the product. Okay. So now let's go to manufacturing quickly. We go to manufacturing. Under master data, I go to bill of materials. Okay, we've got all our bill of materials here. We've got our, the one we did was the Big Mac and the brick, the M8. Now, if I need to manufacture these bricks, because remember the bricks we manufacture before we sell them. So we manufacture them a week earlier or we manufacture them once a week. Unlike Big Macs that are made when the people come to buy. So the Big Macs, we're not too worried about, we're done with them. But the bricks, the M8, we need to manufacture them before we before we start the week or before we sell them. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to manufacture 1,000 bricks. So I'll go to manufacturing orders and create. So what am I making? M8 bricks. And we're making 1,000 of them. So I'll put in there 1,000. Okay, and then click on update. So now, this is what we're going to need. We're making 1,000 bricks. We approve that. Now, we're going to need 10 bags of cement and half a ton of sapunga. So now, you need to have all these raw materials in stock. You can see here it says quantity available 0, quantity available 0, and this is how much we need to consume. So we can check availability. There's nothing. Let's see if it does allow us to produce. Record production. I still got 0. Okay, let's mark as done. Now let's go back to inventory. Let's check on our stock. Check on the M8 block. You can see quantity on hand, we've got 1,000. So we've made 1,000 bricks. Now let's look at our raw materials. What was it? Cement. Keep writing the wrong spelling. Cement. Okay, we've got minus 10 bags of cement, which is fine. So our formula is working. Sapunga, we've got minus half a ton. So our formula is working. So that is how basically you handle and create the bill of materials.